Good morning. I am Gabriella Blum. I'm the Rita E. Hauser Professor of Human Rights and International Humanitarian Law at Harvard Law School. It is my great privilege to host this morning's panel on the implications of the shale oil revolution in the United States on the Middle East. I think it would be fair to say that the energy revolution we're witnessing may turn out to be one of, I would say, the top 3 geostrategic developments of recent years, maybe together with the rise of non-state actors and the decline of the nation-state and the technological revolution that distributes power to ever-growing numbers of individuals and states around the world. And the 3 are also somewhat related, and Amos has already mentioned the ISIS reliance on oil revenues that kind of links all these developments together. There is a wide agreement, I think, that the United States is becoming increasingly energy independent, even as it continues its imports from external markets. I'm not sure there is an agreement how long this is going to stay for and what effects may be for alternative sources of energy on the United States and other developed economies, especially given concerns about environment or health implications of shale oil and gas production. Similarly, there is no agreement, I believe, on the implications of this energy revolution on the Middle East, whether we're talking about the United States' own engagement with the Middle East, with the Israel-Palestine peace process, or Iran. And this is just the United States. There are obviously other world powers that are affected greatly by this revolution, including Iran, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Venezuela. The first 3 are also very involved in the Middle East. And we're not sure what their stance towards engagement or disengagement would be in the Middle East. To note that I haven't even mentioned China. In order to help us navigate these intricate questions, we have an all-star panel of Israeli and American experts. I'll introduce them briefly in the order of their, in the order in which they'll speak, and I can't possibly do justice to their entire expertise and experience, so it will just be a very broad overview. Jason Bordoff is a professor of professional practice and the founding director of Columbia University's Center on Global Energy Policy. His research and policy interests lie in the intersection of economics, energy, environment, and national security. Prior to joining the Columbia faculty, he's held senior policy positions on the White House's National Economic Council and Council on Environmental Quality. He then served as special assistant to the president and as the senior director for energy and climate change on the National Security Council. Professor Bordoff has also held positions in the Clinton administration, serving as an advisor to the deputy secretary of the Treasury Department. He's a member of the Council on Foreign Relations and the National Petroleum Council, a consultant to the National Intelligence Council, and serves on the board of the New York Energy Forum. He's considered one of the world's top energy policy experts and is a frequent commentator on television, radio, and print media. And just the other day, he was on the Colbert Report, which was very cool. Michael Gerrard is the Andrew Sabine Professor of Professional Practice at Columbia Law School and is an expert on energy law and environmental law. He's the director of the Sabine Center for Climate Change Law. Alongside his academic career, Gerrard has an extensive private practice where he litigates, consults, and advises to a wide variety of clients in the private and public sectors. He's a prolific writer in environmental law and climate change. He twice received the Association of American Publishers' Best Law Book Award for works on environmental law and brownfields. Gerrard was previously chair of the American Bar Association's 10,000-member section of Environment, Energy, and Resources, and he's a frequent lecturer in the United States and around the world. Dr. Gal Luft is the co-director of the Institute for the Analysis of Global Security, a Washington-based think tank that's focused on energy security. He's a senior advisor to the United States Energy Security Council and co-chairman of the Global Forum on Energy Security in Beijing. He's also the chairman of the board of Nation E, an energy cyber security company, and senior advisor to the CEFC China Energy Company, a Fortune 500 energy conglomerate. And last but not least, Professor Uzi Arad is the Professor of Government at the Interdisciplinary Center's Lauder School of Government, Diplomacy and Strategy, and Chair of the Grand Strategy Forum and the Center of Defense Studies. Arad served as National Security Advisor and head of Israel's National Security Council under Benjamin Netanyahu as Prime Minister. Dr. Arad was also a foreign policy advisor in Netanyahu's first term as Prime Minister. In the intervening years, Professor Arad has been on the faculty of the IDC, where he founded and directed the Institute for Policy and Strategy and established and presided over the very prestigious annual Herzliya Conference series. Before surfacing to the public eye, Professor Arad served for 20 years in the Israeli Mossad, holding positions in Israel and abroad, the last of which was Director of Intelligence Division. His forthcoming book is The National Security Council, The Struggle to Reform Decision-Making at the Top. And in 2013, Arad was awarded the rank of Officer of the Legion of Honor by France. So you can see we couldn't have a better panel. I will ask each of the participants, we have limited time, we have 8 minutes allotted to each of them. That will leave me some time to follow up with one question, and we'll make sure to leave ample time for your questions from the audience. Jason, why don't I like you, maybe you should open the discussion and sort of lay out the energy picture for us, what the energy revolution actually looks like.
Sure. Thanks, Gabby. And I speak quickly. So